Okay, Sing 2. Sing 2 is a Illuminations animation studio production and is, surprise, surprise, the sequel to their 2016 hit Sing. In case you haven't seen the movies, they're set in a fictional world which is identical to our own, apart from one salient point: there are no humans, and animals have took the place of humans, essentially. It's written and directed by Garth Jennings, who wrote and co-directed the first movie. And but before going any further, just got I have to be honest in my reviews. What I'm going to say is going to really annoy my children, but as I said, I've got to be honest. Now, I really enjoyed the first movie. I thought, it had a good storyline, good characters, good character development, and it had character development in such a way that you could really connect with the characters. When it comes to Sing 2, I felt the plot was a bit lacking, because it is very similar to the first movies, and so I didn't feel that connection to the characters as what I did in the first movie. Essentially, the plot follows Buster Moon, who's a lovely, fluffy little chap. It follows him and most of the cast from the original movie as they try to make it big in the world of live theatre. Now, due to the success of the show that Buster managed to put on in the first movie, he and the cast are enjoying a nice little run putting on a show at their local theatre. The local theatre is not good enough for Buster. He wants more, and he wants to take his show to the top. The top being Red Shore City, which is essentially this world's version of Las Vegas. But he's absolutely crushed when a talent scout comes to see the show and just tells him, sorry, it's not good enough. But determined this isn't going to stop him, Buster still goes to Red Shore City and manages to, through a lie, convince a big time producer to put on his show. So there's the similarity to the first movie. In the first movie, he was, building a show around the lie of a huge cash prize. In this one, he's building a show around another lie. I mean, there are other similarities to the first movie as well, such as there's another fast-paced audition scene. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's entertaining, and as with the first movie, most of the characters face their own individual challenges. But as I said, the challenges in this one, they're not as emotional, as in depth as they were in the first movie. So again, I don't think you get that empathy with the characters as you did in the first movie. But forgetting all that and remembering that this is a movie whose target audience is children who basically don't really care about overcomplicated plot lines or character development or emotional connection and what have you. I think, but bearing all that in mind, I think Jennings has pretty much created a good sequel, which will tick all the boxes for children. I mean, after all, what kid isn't going to enjoy watching a gorilla pig and an elephant singing and dancing on stage together? Yeah. I mean, and when we talk about the actual movie itself, visually, it is very impressive. I mean, the animation flows very, very smoothly. I mean, it's colourful, it's vibrant. You've got plenty of high tempo dance sequences, well used neon effects. There's plenty of humour throughout, and it's just a nice little story, really. And cast wise, best part of the cast from the original movie have reprised their roles, such as Matthew McConaughey, Reese Witherspoon, Scarlett Johansson, and Taron Egerton. And again, they provide the vocals in the singing scenes for their characters, which, as with the first movie, is very impressive. And there's also new additions to the cast, such as Halsey, Bobby Cannavale, who actually does a good job of voicing the bad guy in this, and Letitia Wright. And needs his own little mention. You know, in this movie, you've also got the irrepressible Bono. You know, he's come along and he's lent his vocal talents and and singing talent to this movie as well, which is for me a big tick. And when we talk about the soundtrack, as you'd expect, it is absolutely crammed full of songs, and I mean crammed. They've proper shoehorned as much in as they possibly can. I don't think there's a sequence of more than about 7 minutes where there's not music in it. It's almost like you're watching a movie with a radio on in the background. But cleverly, they've only used snippets of the songs, so you hear just enough to give the desired effect to the scene. You know, they had just the right amount of mood to it, but without completely engulfing it. And the actual song selection is pretty much perfect as well, because they're nearly all songs that kids are gonna absolutely love, you know, and get up and dance to and sing along to, as well as a few chucked in for the older generation of the audience. You know, on one of them now. But as I said, the songs, you know, they really complement the scenes well, and they move the movie along quite smoothly to a quite epic and both visually and audibly stunning climax. You know, with one or two heartstrings tugged just for good measure. Sorry. I mean, there isn't much character development in the movie, but you know, I don't really think there was a lot of scope for that because a lot of characters were already established from the first movie. But as I said, they do all experience their own challenges, and it is nice to see how they overcome them. And what else is quite clever is they've managed to capture the pressure and the difficulties that the directors and actors of big theatre shows experience and have to endure, as well as the pressure that they come under and the interference that, you know, the producers cause. So to sum up, it's colourful, it's vibrant, plenty of humour, entertaining characters, good vocal performances, some stunning visual effects, you know, a massive and well suited soundtrack, you know, which is used to great effect. The movie moves at a good speed, it's easy to follow, and you know, it's just something the kids I think will really enjoy. I mean, as I said, my slight criticism is I did think it was quite similar to the first movie in regards, you know, to the plot line, but you know, the rest of the elements in this movie I think will more than make up for that. As I said, and at the end of the day, kids are going to love it, and I think that fans of musicals won't be disappointed either. So I think I'm going to give it 3.5 Stay Puffs out of 5. But like I always say, this is just my opinion. Please watch it yourselves and make up your own mind. If you do watch it, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, please put a like on it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can catch my reviews. And thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.